My channel English Literature Made Easy with Saswati. In today's video, I will talk about two literary terms. They are mask and anti-mask. And you are going to primarily find these literary terms in the genre of drama. And if you are preparing for your UGC NET examinations, these literary terms are very important for you. So do stay tuned and watch the video till the end. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe to it and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you receive all the updates and notifications regarding my upcoming videos in my channel. So now let's see what is mask. Mask is a type of theatre performance or theatre entertainment performed during the late Middle Ages and the Renaissance and the Reformation periods in England, especially at a royal court. Now let's see what is unique about the masks. Masks combine poetry, music, dancing, scenery and elaborate costumes. Like mystery plays and pageants, masks constitute a connection between classical theatre and modern theatre. It grew out of folk ritual in which guests would visit a notable person or king and deliver gifts on some special occasions. During the mask performances, the characters wore masks and hence we have the title mask, and they were often played by amateurs who belonged to the royal society or courtly society. In the 17th century, for example, Louis XIV portrayed the Sun King in the ballet Nuit. Now let's look at another important fact about the mask. Mask was inaugurated in Renaissance Italy and flourished in England during the reigns of Queen Elizabeth I as well as King James I and Charles I respectively. Mask performances were quite different from the public theatre performances at the Globe, the Blackfriars and the other London theatres. They were held in private royal halls such as the Banqueting Hall in Whitehall, and they were very expensive. It was an elaborate form of court entertainment. It combined poetic drama, music, song, dance, splendid costumes and stage spectacles. So in case of masks, the words on the texts became less important than the spectacular scenic effects, the music and dance and the celebratory atmosphere of the event. Now let's look at the plot of the mask. The plot is often a slight plot, mainly mythological and allegorical in theme that hold together these diverse elements. The mask play generally concluded with a dance in which the players removed their masks and were joined by the audiences. Now let's look at some of the examples of masks in the 17th century English literature. In the early 17th century England, the mask drew upon the finest artistic talents of the day. Ben Jonson wrote The Mask of Blackness and The Mask of Queens. The Mask of Blackness was an early Jacobean era mask first performed at the Stuart Court in the Banqueting Hall of Whitehall Palace on 12th night on 1605, that is on the 12th day of Christmas, which generally falls either on 5th or 6th of January. Ben Jonson wrote this mask at the request of Anne of Denmark, the queen consort of King James I. She wished that the maskers to be disguised as Africans. Anne was one of the performers in the mask along with her court ladies, all of whom appeared in black face makeup. Dark skin was associated with corruption, while white skin was associated with purity. The Mask of Beauty was written as a sequel to the Mask of Blackness to convey greater disdain for darker skin tones. Now let's look at one of the most important informations behind these mask performances, and that is the architect of the mask. And if you are preparing for your UGC NET examinations, you have to particularly pay attention to this particular fact. So Inigo Jones, look at this man very carefully. Inigo Jones was the architect for the elaborate sets, costumes and stage machinery of the masks. He is credited with bringing a new architectural style to English theatre, the proscenium arch, a sort of picture frame behind which the stage action happens. It was this kind of stage which was gradually to replace Shakespeare's open truss stage later in the 17th century and was to put a distance between actors and audiences for the next 300 years. The theatrical distancing effect reflects the moral intention of the mask. Discussion and debate common in the public drama are reduced to simplified moralizing, good defeating evil, light triumphing over darkness, always the figure of the monarch at the center of the universe. If we talk about the two best examples to modern readers of masks, then we have to talk about the mask within a play, that is in the fourth act of Shakespeare's The Tempest and John Milton's Comus, with songs by the composer Henry Lewis, which was presented at Ludlow Castle in 1634. Now let's see what is anti-mask. Anti-mask is a form developed by Ben Jonson. In it, the characters were grotesque and unruly, action was ludicrous, and humor was broad. The anti-mask served as a foil to the elegance, order, and ceremony of the mask proper. It was also contrasted with the mask by the use of lower class characters. Anti-mask is an additional mask that usually preceded the main mask in a performance. It was primarily introduced for comic or grotesque contrast. So that's all for today's video. I will see you soon in another video. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.